So how's it going, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to go through how I find my bias on the 4-hour chart. So for me personally, I use only the 4-hour for my bias, and I've got the diagrams on screen just to explain kind of how I look at it and how I would go ahead and define my bias for a specific session or for a specific day. So on the left hand side, what we've got is follow through. In the middle, we've got no follow through, and on the right hand side, we've got strong follow through and also unconfirmed. So starting off with follow through, what we've got is we've got an initial close above a fractal high with a wick. What we then get is we get a body close, and then we get a second body close to confirm our follow through bias. And then below this, what we get is we get an initial no follow through. So we get a close above with a body. And then what we get then is a bearish candle, which then would signal no follow through for us. And then the next candle then printed is bullish, so this becomes no follow through to follow through. So initially, like I just said, bullish candle, bearish candle, no follow through. And then as soon as we get this bullish candle right here, it becomes follow through. So very simple stuff. Onto the no follow through bias now. What you get is you get a body close above. At that point, you would be unconfirmed until the second candle here is printed. And the second candle here, which is printed, is a bearish candle, signaling to us that there's no displacement above this fractal high, there's no momentum to the upside, and that we're likely to get a reversal to the downside. So this for us would then be no follow through. Another way to confirm no follow through is an initial wick close. So if we just get a close above with a wick, that for us straight away is no follow through, and we can start looking then for reversals, because again what this is showing is there's no momentum to the upside, there's no displacement above this old swing high, and that we're likely to go ahead and reverse back into the range. So last but not least, we've got strong follow through and unconfirmed. So if we close above with a body on a fractal high or a old swing high, what we have then is we've got a unconfirmed bias until we get the next candle. So if the next candle is bullish, we could have strong follow through. If the next candle is bearish, that would be no follow through. But overall, this would be unconfirmed, and we would have to wait another 4 hours for the next candle to form our bias. So strong follow through, what we've got is we've got an initial body break above our fractal high, above our old swing high. Then it's followed by a consecutive bullish candle above this fractal high zone. And what we've got then is strong follow through, and if we get this, what this is showing us momentum to the upside. It's showing displacement above an old high, above a fractal high, and above this swing high right here, and we can then look for buying opportunities. So this is the overall way that I find my bias on the 4-hour chart. Super simple stuff, and it's very, very mechanical. So what I'll do is I'll go onto the charts and I'll show you in real time how I would mark my specific bias on any specific day. So what I've done now is I've gone to some random price action from the past, and what I'll do is I'll find my current range, and then from there we will just play price forward and we'll mark it out in real time, just so you get a better idea on how I actually mark it out, and different scenarios that we might find ourselves in when we're looking for our daily bias, our session bias. So one thing that I will recommend doing is always starting to the left, just to make sure that you are in the correct range. And as you will notice, we've had sort of an impulse down, and what we got then is we got a break of this fractal, and then we come all the way down here, and at that point that would have then been our range. And then what we got is we got a fractal low, we pull back, and then this fractal low got interacted with right here. So what this would have been is this would have been a no follow through. We come up, then interact with this high. So at this point, this would be our range right here. And then as you can see, what happened is we come further up. We then interacted with the high right there. Then that would have been our range. We come up again, interacted with our 4-hour high. Then this would have been our range. And then as you can see, what's happened then is we've come all the way down. We've taken out this low right here. So we've taken out this low and interacted with our 4-hour range. So now what we're in is this right here. So move our high to the most recent fractal high. This would then be our 4-hour dealing range. And what we will be looking for right here is we will be looking for shorts in a premium, because this right here would be a NFT to FT bias. So playing price on now, and let's just see kind of what happens. So again, we've broken the low, but there's no fractal being interacted with yet, so we can't do anything with our range. Our bias has not changed, it's still follow through. So at this point, what we've done is we've pulled back into premium. So what we would be looking for is shorts to continue towards the downside. And let's just see if that is what happens. And as you can see, we've pulled back in to premium of the 4-hour range, and then price has continued down. It's now interacted with the 4-hour fractal. So what we could do is we could mark this as a no follow through bias, because as you'll notice, we've got a close below this fractal low with only a wick. And as I stated before at the beginning of the video, a wick close is a confirmed no follow through. So we can now move this down to our current range, which would be this right here. So what we would be looking for is we would be looking for trades from discount back in to premium. So maybe there's a trade there on the 15-minute or, any lower time frame, depending on how you want to enter the market. We could get a trade back into premium, and, no follow through bias could end up coming up and taking out this high. But the overall idea is, potentially, as, momentum is towards the downside, is to come out and take out this fractal low down here. So let's see what happens with price. And let's see which fractal we do interact with first. As you can see, we do interact with this 4-hour low now. And what we got is serious displacement to the downside. We got a body close below. So we got a body close below. And then the next candle after that is another body close below. This is 2 consecutive body closes below, giving us a strong follow through. So strong follow through is showing us momentum to the downside. It's showing us that the market is trading towards the downside with some serious momentum, and that price is likely to continue over to the downside. So we now get a pullback, and with this range being so high, so our range would be from this low to this high. So with our range being so big, what might happen now is we might come down, get an interaction with this 4-hour low, maybe we get a no follow through bias, and then we could then see trades back into, sort of this area. So let's just see what happens with price. So we've come down now, we've interacted with this 4-hour low, and what has happened is we've closed with a wick, so that would be no follow through. So for us, what we will be looking for now is longs back into premium, and as you will notice, after this fractal has been interacted with, there is no fractal below this one to move our range, so our range still remains intact. Our range high is still this one right here. Our range low would be this new low right here, which has just taken out this fractal low. And then let's see what happens with price. So price does continue down. So we've now got a body close below this. So it goes from no follow through to unconfirmed. So what we will be doing now is sitting on our hands and just waiting for the next candle to see what happens, to see if we get a bullish candle to signal again no follow through, or do we get another bearish candle to signal follow through. So we go ahead and we get another bearish candle. So this is no follow through to follow through. And all you simply need to do is just follow price down and see where price is likely to go. So we got a pullback right there. And sorry, this would be our new range. So we've got a new range low. And then what has happened is we've had a pullback into premium. We've continued. We've got a bearish body close and then a bullish close. So what we've got now is no follow through on this. So no follow through right there. Our new range would be from this low to this fractal high. And then now we'll be looking for trade to the upside. As you can see, again, we return to premium. The overall directional bias would be a no follow through. So trade back into premium. But what you will notice, the overall direction of the market and the overall momentum is to the downside. So, you could have taken trades back into premium. And then once we reach premium, you could then take trades back towards this swing low right here to take out this low and continue the overall momentum. But what you will notice is there is actually no fractal low right here to interact with. So this overall range would now be no follow through to follow through. We've got a new fractal high, so our range would now move to there. And let's just play price forward and see what happens. Again, we come all the way up into a premium of our dealing range, and then we come back down and take out the fractal low. So we've got now a strong follow through, because again, strong follow through. We got a body close and then another body close, 2 consecutive body closes in a row. It signals towards strong follow through and signals towards momentum is to the downside. And as we can clearly see, the momentum overall is to the downside, so there's no arguing with where the momentum's going, and it's no surprise that we're actually getting, strong follow through bias on the way down. So overall, this is the way that I look at the 4 hour. This is how I find my intraday and daily bias. Super simple, very, very mechanical, and it's a really effective way of finding a bias. So it's just that simple. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you've got any ideas or any suggestions for videos that you would like to see, leave them in the comments also. And without further ado, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.